Okay, you know, I was thinking about this, man. Like, for how driven you are and how focused you are when it comes to these projects. What is it? What does family support look like? Does your community that you're from support you?
Kauai does. Kauai loves me. Like I'm a
Okay.
very big inspiration to my friends over there. Those are like that's my family. It's my ohana. Like I love Kauai. I love all of them. Like every person that I've met from there, they've just they're the best, man. And
What about
so
immediate family?
I have my mom and my auntie. My family has a problem with just like not getting along. And so
Okay.
I love my entire family, from the ones that live in Kauai and Anahola to my auntie in Haula to my mom. And I haven't talked to my dad in like 3 years. And just, it's just, you know, it's just a shame because like I love my father as well. But I think that every time I see him, I remind him of his failures as a father. So I think a lot of fathers feel that way towards children they don't really give their attention to. Because if they weren't a good dad, we remind them of that. And so when I realized that, that's really like was a battle in itself. When you're young, you don't feel these feelings that your family puts on you. It's when you get older and you start realizing like, why did I grow up so poor? Because, you know, I make hundreds of thousands of dollars just doing what I love to do. And I don't understand how like having a child didn't drive certain family members or other people's family to work hard and provide that life, right? And so every day is a challenge, you know, to get over those things, especially I haven't seen my daughter in 5 months. So, you know, that's just another battle with someone who is selfish and as allows their emotional state to affect the livelihood of my daughter. And so overcoming all these things while doing everything I've been doing this past year has just taught me mastery. I used to get so mad before, and now I just don't. And so God's just putting me through everything I need to go through to be a leader and stay calm and collective with decisions that are very heavy. Yeah, like I represent our elite. Like, so it's all been a test. Yeah.
So tell me this: if your daughter eventually watches this on YouTube, what would you tell her right now?
She's the reason for everything I do. And she's the most special, loving thing I've ever had in my life. Like, my daughter is the greatest love I could have ever imagined. Like, she loves me unconditionally, and I don't even really know her because she can't talk yet. But, like, everywhere I want to go, she wants to follow me around. Everywhere I want to go, she wants to come with me. She just loves me unconditionally for being myself. And so, like, I always tell, like, fathers, like, if you have a daughter, your relationship with her should just be enough. You don't need to go chase other women and all these things because no one's going to love you more than your daughter, right? And so, like, you know, I just want to let her know, like, I never, ever, ever would abandon her. And the smartest thing for me is to not be around her mother because it's unhealthy for her. And so making that decision to do that and then fighting in the courts for custody, and the court system's so broken and fucked. You know, I just came from court yesterday and they dismissed the order they gave me to get her back. And I asked them, what should I do? They're like, I don't know. And I feel like there's a lot of bad examples and bad instances that people do to make it harder for the people who are actually trying to do something right in the court system. And so I just know God's going to make everything work out, because I was granted an order that gave me custody of her as soon as the mother was served, but the mother hid with the help of her mom and her roommates and refuses to be served and do the right thing. And so, in my opinion, I'm not going to just make up and be nice, because my daughter is not going to go through this ever again. And so it takes a lot of strength to know it is not healthy for me and the mother to be around one another. Thus, if the mother doesn't want to cooperate, we need to do it the legal way so they're forced to do so, and my daughter doesn't have to ever go through this again. A lot of people just want instant relief and just make up, and that's not healthy. So I'm dealing with that while doing 9 of the biggest art installations in history, and so it's all for her. The company's in her name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure she will appreciate that,
Yeah.
especially someday when she can understand.
100%. I'll get her back like soon, but yeah, I just want people to know that while all these people fuck with me 24/7, and all the attacks on social media talking about kapuna that don't even exist, and all these people speaking for the kapuna. I don't ever speak for the kapuna. I speak what they said. I do not speak for them. And so,
Do you channel it?
100%. Yeah. Or I just read and research it. But everyone that ever, like I've had a couple like little flares of controversy. And you just have to step back and remove yourself and be like, okay, there's 8 people mad here, but there's hundreds of thousands that are not. And those 8 people are nothing. They're called the Hali Instalahui, kings and queens of the comment section. And they are the virus of all Hawaiian ideology and values. And they are entitled to nothing if they do not appropriate the values of aloha. And they have nothing to say if they don't have an education or have done nothing for this culture other than group up in a comment section and bitch about someone trying to resurrect our ali'i's lineage and existence. Those people who say this type of shit, tell me all the ali'i's names off the top of your head. If you can't say that, how do you even call yourself a Hawaiian? This is a kingdom. You don't know the names of your ali'i, then what are you claiming?
You're definitely a man on
Sorry, I got mad.
a mission. No, bro. Hey,
You know what I mean? I just wanted them all to know that.
no. Let them know. Let them know,
Yeah.
bro. The social media is a breeding ground for hate and anger, and I really don't pay as much mind to it as I once did when I first started getting some pushback. Fuck them. We're gonna be ourselves.